Gotta sign the disclaimer here. This week's Brawl is for our most experienced players. Your skill and collection will matter, unlike normal Brawls. The winner gets the spoils, more wins, more rewards, 12 wins for max glory, 3 losses in your turn, 0 wins, 1 pack, 12 wins, huge chest. Okay. This Brawl is probably the most controversial one, getting many complaints from the casual players, or from players in general. Why is it 1,000 gold? Or perhaps from the sense of, why are the rewards so bad? I have to get like 5 wins in order to break even, and if you want to break even, you would expect to win about 50% of the time, if you were really good, since the players are going to be top tier, which would be on average, getting the 3 wins, which is 4 packs, 120 dust, 120 gold. But it's like really skewed in terms of high wins. This is exciting. A lot of people are grumbling this might just be Shaman Stone, but there are definitely a variety of decks that are decent to play here. But considering that's the one I'm most practiced with right now. Mid-range Shaman, I guess. I kind of want to put in Harrison. I'll just go with the standard good list, I think. You won't be able to edit your deck again this run. Is this your final deck? No, wait. No. I was thinking about whether or not to run Harrison Jones in here. But from what I'm being told, there are a lot of mages out there. And also, I should just run the list I'm most familiar with. Alright, here we go. Let's go. I'll lock it in, boys. Alright, our first game is against a Shaman.
For Doomhammer.
What a beautiful hand to start with. It's all the preparation that has led me to today. Nothing going to coin Totem Golem. The Tunnel Shrug. Coin Totem Golem. Best against Tunnel Shrug. Oh, that's an interesting way of clearing it. Claws plus Lightning Bolt. Not one I've seen before. Opponent's down to a very small number of cards. I can go Tunnel Shrug, Spirit Claws next turn. Or Hero Power. I'll do Hero Power. That one's probably worth using the Claws on. He's got a head start on me. I think I'll go Tunnel Shrug, Totem Golem, Spirit Claws. Next turn I have 4 mana. It's a little bit rough. Oh well. Wow. It's like we're off to a first loss, guys. I'm rolling that spell damage to him that early. Plus me not getting to push the button for a while. I need to find Lightning Storm or bust pretty much. Well, there's the Lightning Storm. Can I make a comeback from here?
There is a lot at stake.
Ooh. 2, 4, 6, 10. It's okay. I'll go into the easier bracket, right? Right? Right. Womp womp. Let's see, next turn I'll have 6 mana. I'll be going probably Drake plus Claw. Man, I had a really good hand, but Lightning Bolt Spirit Claws into spell damage totem when I didn't have anything. That was pretty good.
Brawl versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild. For Doomhammer.
I have to imagine the chances of losing the start of like opponent goes Tunnel Trog and then you go Point Totem Golem. That should have given me a pretty big advantage. He needed exactly Lightning Bolt Spirit Claws.
The land serves.
Oh, that's a good opening. If he's that far ahead, maybe I should go Totem here. Alright. This hand's pretty bad with 2 reactive cards and 1 fire elemental. The Totem Golem would give me access to 3 mana next turn. That allow me to only cast Lightning Storm or my top deck. My Totem Golem isn't very good against a 4/4, but the double Innervate ramp and the Mire Keeper opening is very tough. I think I have to get lucky with a Taunt Totem. That's pretty good. And then next turn I'll Hero Power plus Totem Golem. At the very least I made him use a card to kill my Flame Tongue. Should be hurting on cards, having cast 2 Innervates and Wild Growth. So I have that going for me. So I am tempted to kill his Azure Drake in order to stop him from swiping. It's not a very good trade, but I think I'm obligated to do it. I'm using like a 6/4 basically to kill this guy, which is not great. My advantage is I got to play a 1 mana 5/5 there. 1 mana 5/5 and 1 mana Fiery War Axe plus. I actually can use these 2 to kill it. Question is, do I use this and use my face? I would play Mana Tide Hero Power probably in that case. But this is a really good target, the Fire Elemental. I think there is merit to using the face to do that, since I have a lot of health, but saving 2 charges here can also be useful. It's just that there was no great alternative. Mana Tide Totem plus Hero Power didn't seem that powerful. Opponent only had 4 cards. Gonna be using my Spirit Claws for removal. I have a Hex for Ragnaros or other Arcane Giant. Pretty good swipe. Probably gonna go Lightning Bolt Maelstrom. This is kind of tough. My best draws are Thunderbluff, Valiant, basically the big finishers of Valiant or Ragnaros or the fuel like Mana Tide or Azure Drake or Barnes into Mana Tide. If I flail around, I'll give him too much time. But I do have an answer to Arcane Giant at least. Ah, dug for minion. Interesting. Kinda rare. punished for not doing the Maelstrom first. There's always that small chance of getting exactly that card. Alright, looking alright. His only big threat left is probably second Arcane Giant. Maybe Ragnaros sometimes. But Ragnaros isn't very good against this board. He's played both Azure Drake, so Swipe can't clear that much. Oh, Thalnos. Ouch. And the Moonfire. Okay. A lot of resources, at least. Ah, inevitable. Let's see if he has an answer for this. It's pretty tough for a Druid to deal 6 damage with nothing on the board. He'd have to be running a mulch. He was running some kind of interesting cards. Lightning Storm is actually surprisingly good here. And then Lightning Storm again or Lightning Bolt. The one problem with playing Lightning Bolt is if I top deck Ragnaros. If I top deck Thunder Bluff, I'll have enough. You're fine. And look at all these cool notifications. I have a lot of good players on my friends list. Quite a few of them are doing pretty well. The good old draw last. Oh! Didn't draw with that. Team was wrong. Okay, so I know that he has one more Arcane Giant in that deck. And he probably has another Nourish. Nourish is probably the worst card for me to see. Arcane Giant is one of the worst too. But I have a few big taunts. Ragnaros would be great here. That would of course be the finishers. No, that's good too though. Cheers. Whew.
Behold the rage of the Firelands.
That's been 2 opponents who have had really good openings, man. That Druid opening was insane.
Brawl versus Garrosh.
Victory or death.
I figured there would be enough Druid and Mage that I perhaps shouldn't run Ooze/Harrison. But it was a strong consideration. I think this is a better card to get out. It'll possibly draw removal, and then the mana tide will be safe. Looks very promising. No shield sign either. Nothing bad about drawing both mana tides, well, besides Well, I mean, this is a good situation. He only top decked his Fire War Axe on turn 4. That's a situation you usually hope for with Warrior. You actually hope for them to like have the 2 Fire War Axes be like cards number 20 and 21, where they're top decking in the late game and it's just like a 2-cost card.
Tonight.
Anyways, that's saying, okay, you can't Barnes the Mana Tide Totem. It's too bad. Kind of a nice reminder. It's like, yo, you have to watch out for Revenge. Wonder if he runs 2 Revenge. Skaka with 11 wins. Mana Tide Hero Power? I want a Hero Power as often as possible. It does have a axe to perfectly deal with Mana Tide, but it does protect Barnes. And also I might roll Healing Totem. Or Taunt Totem. Taunt Totem would be best. I think I don't mind drawing just 1 card with that. It saves Barnes for a turn. Like a Taunt Mana Tide Totem.
Your magic shall not save.
2, 4, 6, 0, I think.
The show.
I made a good board, but I wouldn't be too sad if it got brawled. It's only a 5/5 and a 3 coins and totems. I think it's a reasonable brawl on his side too. I'd probably do it as the warrior.
What now?
If I had it. There's also always the threat that, oh man, my opponent might be running Bloodlust. Aaron, interesting. If I had Bloodlust, that would have been 25 damage. No Brawl again. Doesn't mean he doesn't have it. Doesn't mean he's very protective of brawling. Should I Thunder Bluff here? Yeah, I've got like max totems out.
There is a lot at stake.
Like I literally have max totems. Almost literally. Should I take my 5 damage Lightning Bolt? It'll be 4 damage at worst in the future. Isn't too bad.
I have no time for games.
Whew. Didn't have the Brawl, which I started suspecting, but I wasn't 100% sure.
Brawl versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
For Doomhammer.
Wow, Paladin in Heroic Brawl. Muskaka with 11. Get him, Muskaka. Muskaka, the former world champion. Wow, Dragon Paladin in Brawl. That's amazing. Way to go, you. Way to be edgy.
Reporting for duty.
I'm still going to try to beat you, though. These draws are helping. Brutal opening. Brutal. 4 mana, 15 health staring down this board. The only thing that'll save him is Pyro Equality. Wow, brutal. think I'll play the other mana tide while I'm at it. Since I at the very least already draw another card. Question mark? It's a setup turn. Unless he somehow messed up in a hilarious fashion. Oh, I have lethal. Oh, that was easy. Oh, poor Eloise. Okay, that could have been me. That might be me still.
Brawl versus gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine for Doomhammer.
I'm a little tempted to keep Lightning Storm. I'm going second. I think I can keep a Lightning Storm.
Get it out! Get it out!
Elements guide me. Buying or selling. That was a mistake.
The nerves are getting to him. Forgot to attack. Now do I attack the 1/1? Or is it more important to keep a charge of Spirit Claws still? It's gonna be at least 2 more turns until I cast the Lightning Storm. What am I gonna do until then? I think turn 3 is gonna be Totem. I think I'll pass here. That 1/1 isn't like threatening enough to kill, and I'm eventually getting it with Lightning Storm. And also, maybe he'll keep forgetting to attack with it.
I smell blood. Elements guide me.
So I can go Totem Golem Hero Power. I do want to wait for even more stuff still. That 2/1 is probably worth killing.
Elements guide
By killing it, I lower the need for AoE. I give him more pressure to keep playing his stuff. Now it looks like by not killing the 1/1, I managed to kill a 2/1 instead. So hooray. I've got my ace in the hole Lightning Storm with Thomas, or even Maelstrom Portal. Both are pretty good.
almost out of time.
Got a Maz at 10 wins. See if he can bring it home. Wow. A pass. That's really weird. Thinking for a moment, could he possibly be a Reno deck? He has to be a Reno deck. What else passes there? He just happened to have a very Zeus start. That's my theory. This is actually going to be my first time playing against Reno as mid-range Shaman, with this particular iteration of the deck. Reno not very popular. I expect it to be very similar to a Control Warrior matchup,
I won.
where I try to bait out AoE until I can land the Thunder Bluff Valiant. I have to dodge Hellfire, Shadow Flame, and Twisting Nether,
Almost out of time.
and Demon Wrath. Man, it's been a while since I've played against Reno. What big cards do I need to hex? I'm thinking about whether or not to hex this thing. He did just discount, which means he can Twisting Nether. 2, 3, 5, I think? Oh, I didn't need to if I rolled spell damage to it. I'm gonna hold the thing from below because I have to dodge a lot of AoE. Between Twisting Nether and Hellfire and Shadow Flame. They dodge Demon Wrath by taking the damage on Azure Drake instead of Totem Golem. How does Reno Lock intend to win? There are a few variations on it. One is the Leroy Faceless.
I wonder. Almost out of time. Funnel cakes! Get your funnel cakes here!
But he did already get his Emperor Thorison off on a few cards. Quite a number of cards? Played a few of
I
them
have
too.
no time for games.
It's possible that he won't be able to combo me down with Leroy Faceless. Also possible he just has big cards. Like maybe N'Zoth, Warlock, Bethune Warlock. It's all coming back to me now. Been so long.
I wonder.
We're gonna be rich.
Alright, so you played a bunch of the cards that were discounted. See, also a Hellfire. Hellfire is the perfect Feral Spirit dodge. If I overload for 6...
I wonder.
It's alright, my next turn could be Totem Golem, Hero Power, something like that. I want to press the button though. You probably press button instead of second Feral Spirit. Feral Spirit, Mana Tide, Hero Power. Kind of similar to a Control Warrior game. The goal is to keep up enough pressure and keep filling the board each turn, but never committing too much that AoE would crush me. I'm in no rush to kill those things. Also, while he has a board, I do not need to worry as much about Twisting Nether.
Fly, Polly.
My shield for Argus.
Alright, he only has 6. I go Azure Drake, Hex.
What?
Play Azure Drake.
Always little time.
These make too much sense to play together. I actually haven't thought out the entire turn. Hex is great. And Hero Power is always good. Then the question is whether or not to lightning bolt a 2-3. I guess the answer is yes. Lightning Bolt means I can't go Azure Drake Lightning Storm, but I can go Valiant Hero Power. Use both hexes, man. Pretty lucky. Nice roll. Nice frag. It looks like it's just a, it is a control warlock deck. I mean, we knew that, but I don't think there's a Leroy combo in that deck. Mountain Giant.
Shields up!
There is a lot at stake.
That's gonna be it. Cool deck.
Well played. Well played.
Nah, business Leroy. Oh.
Brawl versus gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine for Doomhammer.
Get it out! Get it out!
Look at the trade into that to dodge abusive.
Buying or selling.
And Zoo, I'm just incorporating a policy of always trade. Looks like a very strong opening for me. Nice healing totem. These cards are small enough that it's possible that you could play a 2 attack guy, which the totem golem won't die attacking. Oh, it's Reno again. Is this the same opponent? Did I just not notice? Perfect Hellfire, if he has it.
Funnel cakes.
Only funnel cakes
Funnel
though.
cakes here. Fist.
Some more.
Got voodoo, man. This time I'm faster tempo, so hopefully he doesn't stay ahead of me. I think I'm staying ahead of him this time.
I have no time for games.
There is a lot at stake.
It's the try to draw in the hex. It's not too bad. The AoE and the Sylvanas is done. So I just play Ragnaros into this. Or do I try to draw it out? Ragnaros is bad against Siphon Soul, and that's about it. Yeah, let's get Rag.
Do not push me.
This Tavern Brawl was expected to be Shaman Stone, so I guess a lot of people are trying to bring out the counter to Shaman. I did my research also though, and I felt confident enough that none of these supposed counters are really that big of counters. Reno Lock, for example. Ooh. Wow, that's pretty good. Alright, come on, 50-50! Yeah! I don't have a clear for this, but I can just win the game, I guess. 5-2-2. No, Feral Spirit is really good. 5-6-9. Yeah, that's pretty good. Draw a card. Maybe get something useful. That's pretty good. Wow. What pals? That was a really strong turn for him, though. Copy Rag and copy a 4-mana 8-8. Ooh.